Whoa, look at the size of that thing. Let's have a look here, mate. Look. Can you see how large this bloody Megadrive cartridge is? Look how huge that is. Let's get another one and we put them side by side. What are you doing, buddy? No! That's very naughty, you little shit. It's definitely not going to focus ever again now. So, here you go, look. That is both cartridges. Yeah, and that's how big that one is. See? Massive. So, it's like 1.5 cartridges in height and the same width. Let's hope it works. Well, that sounds quite good. Yes, mate. So we did Virtua Racing for the PS2. It was one of the first videos I actually did, I think, for the PS2. I think that was the reason I decided I was going to include PS2 games in the bootleg years. Yeah, plus I wanted to watch DVDs on my CRT TV, and it plays PS1 games as well, so win-win in it really. Let's have a go at this then. Let's try it. No, actually, let's go for Virtua Racing. Come on then. I hope it's bloody coming out good. Looks really bright. But the camera's... No, don't go near the camera, you. What is it with you and the camera? It's not edible. You cannot eat that camera. Let's go with a Canyon. Should we try the... Nah, beginner for you, sir. That don't look good. It moves quite nice though. Yeah, this is an interesting one actually. How do I change bloody views? I'm using the buttons on the 6-button control pad, the extra 3 buttons on the top. Yeah, that's the view I usually have. It's really weird to see this on the Megadrive. It's another game I bought so long ago, I couldn't tell you when I actually bought this. At least half a decade ago. And I've just not played it. I don't know, it's just a phase of just buying stuff because I was like, oh, I haven't got that. That's an interesting game. Famously has the Sega DSP chip in it. I think it's called the SVP, Sega Video Processor or something. But I don't know what it's called, but yeah, this is definitely the hardest viewpoint for the Megadrive to draw, and I have to say, if this was on a 32-bit Amiga 1200 or Archimedes A3000, A3000, no, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's 3100 is the one with a faster thing and green instead of red function keys. Yeah, well, I'm actually enjoying playing this. It's no Ridge Racer, but there was no Ridge Racer because there was no PlayStation yet. better than Stunt Race FX. I'll say that straight away. Graphically, it's a lot better than F1 GP on the Amiga. You know, Amiga 500, 1000, 2000. I'm talking here, which have got the same 7 megahertz processor as this thing. So you know, this game is expensive, but it's not as expensive as an accelerator card for your Amiga 500, 1000, 2000. Yeah, so you know, in context, you're getting a lot of 3D for your money. It's odd that Sega never did anything with it. Okay, we didn't do that well. Never saw a single car, but I enjoyed the viewpoint, so I think that warrants another go. Yeah, although you can tell the frame rate is not 25 frames per second, the frame rate is constant. There is no frame drop or variation in frame rate. It's locked. Now I think people say it's locked to 15 frames per second. So it would look better on a Sega Genesis. And my TV could actually handle the composite video, so might be worth looking in to see how much a Sega Genesis would cost me. That is actually quite impressive. Now, the only other game that's sort of 3D and similar to this is Formula 1 World Championship by Domark on the Amiga. And the Amiga version of that is better than the Megadrive version. However, I don't know if I played that on a 1200 or a 1000. Couldn't tell you. So I don't really know about that one. Let's try a different track. There we go. Yeah, so you can have the cockpit view like this. And you can have the high view, but this is probably the best view. If you want it to look like a Formula 1 game, so you could compare it to other Formula 1 games. Of course, this is drawing much more polygons than Formula 1 World Championship. Probably just as much as F1 GP on the Amiga. Certainly for the scenery. I don't know. I used to play F1 GP on my 25 megahertz 486 actually, so I don't really have any memories of it on the Amiga. I mean, I've tried it just for fun, and there was no fun because the frame rate is locked at like, is it 7 or 8 frames a second on the Amiga? So Jeff Crammond has written it in such a way that even if you run it on an Amiga 4000, it still runs at like 7 or 8 frames a second. So he's obviously done that for the same reason Sega have locked this at 15 frames per second. So there you go. A Megadrive with this DSP chip in the cartridge. You're looking at, I would guess then, Amiga 1200 performance, but obviously an Amiga 1200 with fast RAM, 32-bit fast RAM as well. It's amazing to think that they put this on the Megadrive and they didn't do anything after that. Can you imagine Daytona stripped down to this level? But it kind of works for this. It's not bad.